on this computer. Oh,
Oh,
and then we are going to talk. Oh, I have to share my screen. That would be helpful, Brianna. Um, Share. Okay. And I want to present. Okay. Why is that funky? Okay. Can you see that? Well, now I can't hear you. Oh, you probably muted yourselves. Silly me. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about ranks in Beachbody. A thumbs up, like a thumb sideways, or a thumbs down. Like, how do you feel like you know about these? Like, do you feel like you kind of have a grasp? No, kind of a little bit. I've done a lot of research, like on my own. Like, I kid you not, I've watched some of the videos multiple times to try to understand this because it's kind of confusing. And Beachbody itself has some really good videos on it, and that's where I stole a lot of my information. And so the first thing is that I don't know where to put you, my little people boxes, because it kind of cuts off my picture, but that's okay. So there's like the basic coach, right? So you create an account as a coach and you pay your business fee each month, and that makes you a coach, right? And I just found this graphic, which I really liked, about like, what do we do as coaches, especially like how we were just talking about it in our coach sneak peek. Like, we lead by example, we're encouragers, we're entrepreneurs, and we're like dreamers and doers, right? And so I just thought that was a really cool graphic to talk about what we do as coaches. And then to be a coach, you have to be active. So I'm going to be talking about active coaches a lot. And all that means is you have 50 personal volume points within a month. So you can get personal volume points by buying product. So like if you get Shakeology every month or Energize every month, like you hit your 50 points. It could be signing someone up, right? So if you do, I don't know, sign someone up for, I think a year is only 38, but say you sign someone up with a challenge pack, that's 160. So you're good for 4 weeks or whatever that would be. And so when I refer to active coaches, it means that they have at least 50 personal volume points in the month. And it carries over, right? So like it's never like, okay, they have to have 50 like in March. So March 1, they're at 0. It goes for 4 or 5 weeks is how it works. Okay, so that's just your regular coach. You still make a commission, you still do all that. Next, we have Emerald coaches. So an Emerald coach is you need to have 50 PV per month, and you need an active coach on your left leg and on your right leg. Okay, so this starts to get really confusing. I should have brought my whiteboard down. Okay, but so like I'm going to use me as an example, right? Like, so here I am, how it talks about you. Like, here is my computer's going to make it funky. Me on the top, and then I have, like, for example, you guys know Rachel. So Rachel is on my left leg and Victoria is on my right leg. Okay. So I have coaches on my left leg and coaches on my right leg. And so once you get 2 of them, then you are an Emerald coach. When you are an Emerald coach, you actually earn $14 per team cycle bonus, and you can do that up to $250 per week. So essentially you need 2 coaches below you, but they have to be on opposite legs. Like, you can't have 2 on your right or 2 on your left. They have to be opposite. You guys have probably been seeing, if you look in your back office, you can see that there are coaches probably stacking on your left leg. Like, you guys, because coaches that sign up under our chain of coaches, if you want to call it, we get them, right? So like people that Andrea Hansen has signed up, they show up under my left leg. I don't know why it happened. Like, I don't know the Beachbody reasoning behind that, but they do. And so like anyone, and that's true with your personally sponsored, right? So when Victoria signs up her coaches, they will be under my right leg too. So I will get team volume for that. Does that make sense? Okay. I just wanted to touch on what the team cycle bonus is. I wonder if that'll work up there. The team cycle bonus means that it is commissions earned from your team volume, and it occurs every 300 points. So think of it's not exact, right? But every $1 as like 1 point, essentially. That's not always accurate, because just the Beachbody on-demand subscriptions are a little different. Like, the 3-month one costs $39, but it's only 14 points. The year-long one is like 38 points. And so it doesn't always equal out like dollar per dollar. And so you get points from your volume. Well, I guess they don't go on your team volume, but like every time Victoria purchases Shakeology, I get team volume points for that. It doesn't matter that it wasn't a customer that bought it. It's anyone on your team or in your downline or any of your customers that do team volume. Okay. And so actually, like, I can see which one of my coaches are signing people up, because it might show up on my right leg that I have 150 volume points. And if I click on that, it'll say Victoria Pagel, and then it'll say whoever she signed up, and I can see that. And so for it to cycle, you have to have 200 points on your strong leg and 100 points on your weak leg. Your strong leg is probably always going to be your left leg, because that's where the coaches who you haven't personally signed up, but we've signed up on our team, like it even might show up, like when I signed up a coach, it probably showed up Victoria in your sponsorship or whatever. And so you both are probably gaining volume on your left leg. And so I stack my right leg a lot more. I have my 4 coaches on my right side so that I will be able to qualify for diamond. And then I think I have like 8 coaches, I don't know, 7 on my, on my left leg. And then I stack coaches on my right leg because I want that team cycle. I have like, I don't know, 30,000 volume points on my left leg that don't ever get used because you only do it every 100 points over here. And so every time it cycles, you get paid. So every time I hit 100 volume points on my right leg, I get $14, if that makes sense. And that's why Emerald is really important, because a lot of your residual income will come from that. So now, yes, I'm making money retail wise, but I'm making money on the coaches who buy product below me and the people they sign up. And so like a lot of times, if you look at my earnings and if I look at them, a majority of my income is actually coming from my team cycle bonus. Like last week, I think I made $100, and that was strictly off my team cycle bonus. So like I did nothing to earn, like, I mean, I guess you could say mentoring people to earn it, but otherwise I didn't have to sell a product, or I didn't have to do anything for that. It's just residual income that is continuing to grow every time I sign a coach and they sign a coach, and so on. So that's kind of how you get on that exponential growth curve for that. Does team cycle bonus make sense? I think it's really confusing. I don't know why Beachbody did it that way. Like, I'd be interested to ask Carl Deichler, like, why did you come up with this model of like a strong leg and a weak leg? Because most direct sales companies, most of them are just like whoever is below you is below you. It's not really like a left leg, right leg thing, but it's interesting. Okay, a Ruby coach. I guess I don't have a good place to put my little screens here. A Ruby coach is, you have to have 75 personal volume points. You have 2 active coaches on each leg, and you have an emerald on each leg. So essentially, you just have to have 2 emeralds below you, and you have to have an emerald on each side, is essentially what you need to have. And so you have to get those 2 emeralds to sponsor 2 people. And then when you do that, you earn $16 per team cycle bonus, and you can earn up to $1,000 per week. So you can see, whereas as an emerald coach, you were earning $14, and then as a Ruby coach, you can earn up to $1,000 now. And you also get a matching bonus of 5% of whatever your personally sponsored coach's team cycle bonus is. So like, say, right, like I know it, Victoria's going to be my next emerald coach. I know it. And so then when she team cycles on her team, I will get 5% of whatever that is, right? So if she makes $14 for her team cycle, I make, I don't know what it is. I don't know math. I don't know what 5% of 14 is. I make 70 cents, which doesn't seem like a lot, but if you think like me, if I cycle 10 times and now we're talking, $100 and I'm making $5, and now you have however many coaches you have under you that are emerald, it starts to add up, because every dollar really makes a difference. And so that's kind of what a Ruby coach is. I don't know what the percentage is. I know like when you go to Summit, you see a lot of people that are Emerald coaches and stuff, and there's not as many Ruby coaches. That's the other confusing part. There's lifetime ranks and there's paid ranks. So I am actually a Ruby coach for my lifetime rank, because at one point I did have an Emerald on each leg, but people can fall out of those. So like she had coaches then that became inactive. And so now I'm paid as an Emerald coach, but I'm a lifetime rank of a Ruby coach. And so I'm trying to get back to that. As soon as I get an Emerald on my right leg, on my weak leg, I should hopefully go diamond. And I'm super excited for that. Because when you go diamond, okay, it keeps getting angry at me. A diamond coach is that you need 100 PV each month. And so you're buying like Shakeology and Energize, or Shakeology and Beachbody, right? And probably if you're a diamond coach, you're using a lot of the product. A lot of us, like I probably use 100 PV or more a month purchasing things. You also have to have 4 coaches on each leg, and then you need to have an Emerald coach on each leg. So this model kind of shows what it looks like. You need to have 3 active coaches on each side, and then an Emerald coach on each side, essentially. You earn $18 per team cycle bonus, and then you get up to $2,000 per week. So I don't know, what is that? 2,000 divided by 18. So essentially you could cycle 111 times and make up to $2,000 per week from your team cycle bonus. You also get a matching bonus of 10% on your personally, right? Whenever I say PS coaches, your personally sponsored coaches, you get a matching bonus of 10% on. So that's kind of nice, right? Because again, okay, so I have developed Victoria into an Emerald coach or a Ruby coach or whatever, and she is now starting to really run on her own, right? Like she isn't, I'm not really babying her or anything like that. Like she's just kind of off running. And now I'm getting rewarded with a matching bonus because I helped build her to that point. And so that is being a sorry, I got an email from a parent and it literally said, I hope you don't read this tonight. Well, I just read it. Matching bonus. Okay, I lost my train of thought. So I guess I'm done with this slide. But Diamond Coach is not a lot of people hit it. And that's not because of anything. I just think that, right? Like some people are okay not rising in rank, and that's totally okay. Like I think of Jessica, her story was like, right, she's not in this for the income. So like she's probably not going to be strategically placing coaches and caring like who signs up, like hers, it's a whole different reason why she's doing it. Whereas like Diamond Coach, if you want to make an income, like, right. And I don't mean to sound selfish when I say this, but like kind of now I'm in it for financial reasons. Like I love to help people. That's where I started, but I want to also like be financially independent through coaching. And so now I have become strategic on who coaches with me and helping build each other's business, if that makes sense. Okay, then there's Star Diamond Coach, which I don't really understand this too much. And that picture kind of shows a little bit about it because you can go up each diamond rank, right, up to 15 Star Diamond. And so essentially to become a Star Diamond coach, you have to have 5 coaches on each side, and you have to have personally sponsored a diamond coach. So you become a Star Diamond coach when you help build a diamond, essentially. Then you can earn up to an additional $1,000 a week from the team cycle bonus per star, right? So like when you're a diamond coach, you can earn $2,000. When you become a 1-star diamond, you can earn $3,000. 2-star, you earn $4,000, and you can see like your income can do that. You also get a quarterly Star Diamond bonus, which like you could ask Andrea Hansen a little bit more about this because I don't know about it a ton because, right, like I know about Emerald and Ruby because I've experienced that. So it's a lot easier to understand for me. But a Star Diamond coach, the Beachbody itself saves 2% of the total volume of the company, right? So the total volume the company sells, they save 2% of that. And then it goes into quarterly bonuses for all their top coaches, right? So anyone who's a Star Diamond coach gets to be in this bonus. And essentially they have each percent, right? So there's like a quarter or a half a percent, a half a percent, a half a percent, and a half percent. So like the first half of the percent, is split between all the like 1-star diamond coaches, so then the 1% is split between 5-star, and then it goes 10-star and 15-star. So you can kind of see how, like, if you are a 15-star diamond coach, you are splitting the total 2%, but you're probably splitting that with, I don't know. I should look up and see how many coaches are star diamond coaches, because I have no idea. But super awesome. Super, super awesome. I wish I was. I will get there someday. Okay. So we've kind of talked about this. Like, call to action is like, what is your story? Why did you start coaching? What do you love about coaching? And like sharing it. I think you guys had such good stories in our coach sneak peek that I would highly consider you either writing a post about it, or posting a video about it. So maybe that's like Victoria taking the video she posted today and posting that to her fitness page, or maybe it's even shortening that up and trying to create like a 1-minute long thing, or even like a 45-second thing and posting that to Instagram or whatever it may be. But like, I felt really inspired after listening to your guys' stories today to like, tomorrow my goal is to sit down and kind of plan out like a short Instagram story, or even doing like a Instagram TV and just talking about like what my story is, how I got started, why I started, and what you love. And so I think that is something, or even a post I might post about it. But I was just really inspired by you guys today about that. And then lastly, this quote, like I kid you not, is hanging right here on my vision board. And it says, the world needs who you were meant to be. And I also have it, like, I believe in this so wholeheartedly. I even have this quote that sits on my desk that says, you have stories to tell that the world needs to hear. Because I think that, oh gosh, my arms are so short, that we always worry, right? Like we learned in our coach sneak peek, girls are like, well, I don't want to be annoying, or like, what if people don't want to listen to what I have to say, which is fine. But I have learned that more people have responded positively and saying like, oh my gosh, I'm going through the same thing, or like, oh my gosh, I really needed to hear that, instead of being like, you're annoying, why did you post that thing, or whatever. I've never had someone tell me that, and maybe it's just because they just unfollow me, which is fine by me. They're not my people if they want to unfollow me. But I just want you to remember, like, the world needs who you were meant to be. So like hiding who we were meant to be is kind of, I don't know, like I always say, right? Like if Jesus says, this is who you're supposed to be, and we're like, nah, I'm not going to do that. Like, nah, I don't want to, like, nah, that's scary. Then like, what is the world missing out on? Because we are too fearful to talk about it and share our story. Like I even think of posting workout videos. Like I remember the first time I took a workout video and I was terrified. And even now, as I've been posting workout videos for over a year, sometimes I still wonder, like, do people get annoyed with my workout videos? Like, should I not post my workout videos? Like, what's going on? And then like Rachel touched on it, how she posts her videos as accountability. And she's like, if I have gone 5 days of posting my workout videos and then one day I decide not to post them, people are like, yo, what's going on? Like I have had people call me out like on a Tuesday. I mean, people typically understand like Sunday is a rest day in a lot of workout programs. Like I've had people like on a Monday when I haven't posted, Monday morning, be like, did you miss your workout? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, oh gosh, so much accountability. But the world needs who you were meant to be. They need to know like what you have to say is important. Like, don't ever be like, oh, I'm going to not say that. Like a lot of times I will just write my Instagram captions from my heart and I post them. Like, I don't even read them twice. I just post them because I feel like it's easy to talk ourselves out of that. Okay. Do you guys have any questions for me? Because rank is kind of confusing. And I guess I don't know if I went through that like quickly or not. Because it's 7:54. Or how team volume works, or how any of that works. Do you have questions? No? Okay, I'm going to stop recording and then we can just